being able to communicate with everyone is one thing, but being able to get along with everybody, that's bullshit. Unless we're at the job, right? I'm getting paid for it. Seriously. That's how I used to look at the working world, my coworkers. I would draw a dollar sign. You know, it would only take me like a couple of days to figure out who's who. It's like, I know how to handle you. A dollar sign. You're just a dollar sign. I remind myself, so you know, energetically they don't get to me. I could probably give the most excellent customer service training. Rule number 1 of customer service, or a great customer service, is don't take anything personal. Seriously. That's not just a saying. But a lot of us give or put value, or we've been taught as a value, oh, make friends. So-and-so can be friends with anyone. So-and-so can be friends. People like that are fake. They're insecure. They're constantly worried. That's why they seek validation. So they finish everyone's sentence at the end and they mimic everyone. It's like they can get along with everybody. I was like that when I was younger. But I learned that it was them attracted to my light. So they pretended to be just like me. I didn't even know it. I didn't even know it. They were over here just copying me. I didn't even know it. They were out here being envious. I didn't even know it. I'm over here preaching to them and they're over here costing me. I didn't even know it. But seriously, we really need to understand. One of the main things that I opened this channel is to truly spread, valuable, thoughtful concepts to the youth mainly. It's such a sensitive subject. For me, that teenage suicidal rate is at the highest in America, and it's just, I'm also a psychology student or just graduated, so yeah, that's my thing. And I want teenagers to understand, this the world that they're creating for you is to set you for failure. Social media, especially if you don't know what to do with it, right? Children nowadays are basing their values on how many likes they get from a stranger. These people are not even real. They don't even know you, right? But the comparison, number 1 disease, disrespecting God, is comparing ourselves with another. When there is a gold in you, inside of you, right? You're over here being jealous on the gold of your neighbor. But you have your own gold. Why would you be jealous of your neighbor's gold? That's stupid, right? Because the Creator gave all of us a gold that we were supposed to share with one another. It's like a different type of design, right? But hey, we're here to exchange it if we want. We're here to share. Everything is a willingness in this world. That's how great the Creator is. He doesn't give a shit about. It's like, sorry, it's not like he doesn't give a shit about forcing you. Yes, right? Because he's the creator of, not he. There's no gender. But each one of us are unique. You have your own individual lifestyle, from the way you eat, from the way you kiss, from the way you make love, from the way you relax, from the way the music you like, from the way every single thing, just like our prints, right? When we go and give fingerprint, each one of us are unique and special, created by His image. Whether that is true or not, I'm not really, like a big believer of the Bible, but I am fascinated about it. It does carry some truth, but I believe more that it's been mixed. And a lot of things are missed if you really pay attention to it. And also, I look at who is a fan of that book, because the majority of people that swears by that book are miserable, and that's good enough lesson for me, Although I had to fight it in my case since Sunday school. But yeah, how did I digress to the subject? The point that I'm making is that children listen. It's okay that you're not liked by everybody. You're not supposed to. It's actually a problem if you're liked by everyone. You're surrounded by frenemies. Have you ever paid attention? How many movies have we seen, right? The popular kid, they don't even like her. They talk about her behind her back. She's the one living in the palace. She's the richest one. She's the one who drives everybody in her Range Rover, da-da-da-da, right? Or they're also like as rich as her. But there's always like a leader. And that leader was not always loved. Why? That leader is looking for someone that either would challenge them or, well, at that age, they just want to follow her because, they're insecure, they're young, they're kids. But even in that setting, the popular kid, the leader, is not loved. They don't care about her. She just makes them look good. So they're like, right? Because she does carry some sort of confidence that comes from rage, right? Coming from a broken home, neglected, lacking something. It's always like that. Psychology is so simple when you understand yourself or study the mind, right? Everything makes sense. Everything here is for us to make sense for us. Just look at life. Process. That's all we need to learn. Process. Everything has a process. The corn, the chicken, the horse, the human being, we all have a process in how we become. Okay? Now everything else, when you look at it, right? It can't walk, it can't look up or whatever. Animals, they can walk, but can they look up? No. So what is their purpose? Right? You can see them. They're carefree. It's like, they're okay. They're all right being outside. Da, da, da. Simple. Like just by copying life, what is your understanding? I mean, just by observing life. But man, okay, we can think, right? We are above everything on earth. And when I say above, I'm not saying we're better than the mountain and the tree. No. We actually need it. Everything on earth, we need it. It doesn't need us. Planet Earth does not need us. We need it, right? Earth survived long ago. What have we done? The moment we arrive, we're making a mess out of it. And Mother Nature is speaking loud. This shit ain't tolerated anymore, right? All you gotta do is take a look around and be discerning what has been intentionally created, like the chaos. We have to differentiate which chaos comes with a message and every chaos has a message, but we have to differentiate because man intentionally creates chaos too. Good and evil is everywhere, from the lowest of lowest to the highest of highest, right? To the presidential level, to the corporate level, to whatever. There's good and evil. You could just look at life. There's someone intentionally making beautiful roads in between, in the middle of parks, making sure that people can get connected, right? And then there's another that would just smoke cigarette and just no sense of courtesy. They just smoke in front of everyone and then they just throw their buds everywhere, right? They're like those type of people that are like lost as fuck. They're not even there. Occasionally I understand, but like people that have a daily addiction, I don't trust them. Why? Because they're lost. So either you help them, or if you're not in a position to help them, you get the fuck away. Because sooner or later you become your environment. So when you're a child and you're over here trying to get liked by everyone, you're gonna be performing a lot more. You're not gonna have to be yourself. You're gonna have to now seek their validation. So you're gonna give them what they want. And that starts from a very young age that children need to learn and understand. Individuality is what's beautiful. Successful people in the world, the billionaires and the millionaires, are individuals. Individuals that invested in their unique abilities and interests. They don't give a shit about who likes them. They're good, living in a mansion. Why the fuck would you care? You don't even see the people that you went to middle school and high school ever again sometimes. Even if you live in the same town, unless it's a very small town, So what are you worried about? What is the worry? Where is the worry coming from? It's all in the mind. Because it's just a certain pattern that we need to awaken from. It's actually a problem if everyone likes you. You're doing something wrong. It's just impossible to be liked with everyone. There's no challenge. Without challenge, there's no growth. Without growth, you're just dead. Even Bob Marley has haters. When was it the other day? I don't remember when, but this girl's like, I don't like Beyonce. I was just like, I freaked out for a second. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you give someone that kind of emotional response? Right? I was just like, whoa. I was like, wow. Right? Like in my world, it's like, what is there to hate about Beyonce? Like really. To me, Beyonce is a walking determination. She's a fucking multivitamin every black woman should take. She basically dedicated. Beyonce was given to us. That's just child even. Well, I don't know about their life because we don't know. I mean, Kelly, I love Kelly. But Beyonce though, right? Is basically dedicated her whole life in bringing positive and high frequency. Like what else is there that I know about Beyonce for me to hate her? What is Beyonce? Beyonce is a fucking beautiful music. Other than that, she's fucking determination. Like, I don't know who does it like that. You know, next to Michael Jackson. In our generation, it's Beyonce. And then it's Chris Brown, who's on his way. Like that don't take breaks. Even Drake. Yeah, he doesn't take a break. Like, I don't know how can you hate people like this, but then, hey, yeah, see, it makes sense. Even them. Because good and evil exists. It has always been like that from the beginning. It's all about which are you cultivating, and that resides inside of you. So it's all about which one I'm cultivating more. You cultivate the peace, you exude peace, you vibrate peace, you look peace, you feel peace, you become peace. The embodiment of peace. That's matching the vibration of earth. A place that welcomed me. All of us. Life is a school. Earth is a school. Everything we see with our eyes is here. It carries a message. The leaf, the season of flowers, the process of life itself is an education. But who's going to stop and observe it? That's why they work hard. Evil works hard, extra, overtime, creating a distraction. And good doesn't stop. Right? I look at like right now. What I'm watching is these YouTube channels. Tourist TV, driving in Swiss, one of the most beautiful village in Switzerland. Like things like this. Oh, I didn't like this one, but I'm subscribed to it. It's good. Right? I look at videos like this and I see how calming and beautiful they are. Right? Like, okay, people like this who takes the time to share this. And then there is people intentionally create bullshit to just distract you, and you're like, oh, like a fucking lamb. Like you're just watching everything. All right, you get brainwashed by it. Next thing you know, you even start missing bullshit. Have you ever seen people like that just scroll non-stop the moment that they get off work, the moment they get the chance to use their phone? It's like scrolling. I get a headache. I could not stay for more than 3 minutes on social media. And that's like, I view specific pages. I don't just like the different. I can't even have the volume up because different type of like genre music's bothering me. Like my frequencies. Where are we? Where are we at? And then I look at people who just like scrolling, like digesting that shit. And it's fucking bullshit. It's nothing that is useful. But I'm like, wow. They even crave it. Why? Because that's just how we are. Our brain, that's how it works. A neurological pattern. to everything. So you choose. Because the brain just wants familiarity. It just wants a stimuli. Doesn't care if it's French fries or fucking crisp apples that I make. Whatever stimuli you associate with a certain food, the brain is gonna think it's good for it and it's gonna crave it. That's basically what it is. People like work extra at the gym. It's all about diet. I experienced that personally thanks to COVID. It was not about how many times I went to the gym. I went to the gym like 5 days a week. An hour spent just in the workout, not including a spa. So I'd be at the gym like for 2-3 hours. Almost every day. Sauna, steam afterwards. It's like, oh, trying to melt off. Oh, no. It was all about the diet, mainly. Because even the mind needs to be in the mood to work out. When you're feeling like shit and you're sitting on that treadmill, like just pushing, I'm like, you're not doing shit. I look at people just sitting on those bikes on their phone. I see them every day. I don't see any change. I see the transformation on my body though. You become what you eat and what you think. You can see it on your face when you relax, right? It's like, I don't know what more we need to understand life, to understand ourselves. There is enough information that I swear ignorance is a choice, as Joe Dispenza says. It is. It has to be. When you have information at the tip of your finger, you'd rather just, spend it on Instagram and you compare yourself. You don't know what that person went through to get to where they are. But here you are, feeling miserable, emanating low frequency vibration to the world, to those around you. You're not helping yourself. You're hurting yourself. You're hurting others, everyone around you. All because you compare yourself with the great and you haven't even begun. That great has to start from somewhere. Everything starts from somewhere. Doesn't matter where you start. You just have to start. I mean, it doesn't matter where you're at. You just have to start. But like before, we're like, they got us just addicted to this pattern of, this innocent, like microwave success. Life doesn't work like that. Focus on the natural, not on the man-made. I'm not saying don't use man-made, because all the inventions are inspired by the creator. But it's what happened after that invention, right? Like, the evil is gonna take that and then do so, because that's what evil does. So the good must continue to create good. That's all we gotta do. Like, you choose your side. But you have to be smart enough to truly pay attention to nature. What is raw? What is God's creation? Right? You gotta go sit by the tree and close your eyes and relax. Place your hands on your heart and your stomach and just breathe. Nature is medicine, and I know every state has a park, so you can't even make an excuse. I live in Vegas. I even have access. So, yeah, you can't tell me that you can't be, like, even that's one thing that, they talk about, oh, America is this, America is that, da, da, da. It's built beautifully if you pay attention. There is enough place. I mean, if you, yes, there are. I mean, I lived the majority of my life in Columbus, Ohio, and a little bit of DC and Atlanta. But now living in Las Vegas, I see the building, architecture, it's the lifestyle, even the energy is different. Yeah. So you choose where you want to live. But everywhere else, I mean, there are parks and libraries free. The best things in life. There isn't any place that I feel peace as when I'm in the library in the park. Those books carry truth. One's truth. Reading one book is like having the deepest being inside someone's mind, someone's love. Again, even with books, there are bullshit books. Again, you have to know your unique interests, so it will drive you into the right direction, into the right book, to the right movie, to the right person, to the right circumstances, to the right job, to the right opportunity. That's how it works, but you have to first figure it out for yourself. What is it that you're interested in? If you don't know what you're interested in, then you're going to be interested in everything. Why? The brain needs the stimuli. Doesn't give a fuck. It just wants to be stimuli. It's not going to choose for you. It's a child. So you can't be a child forever. That's what growing is. Growing has nothing to do with age. The more you observe life, you become interested. When you become interested in life, life becomes interested in you. And then life will turn you into interesting. So you can inspire. Because you are inspired. You can only inspire if you are inspired first. All those that we admire, all those that brings us, beautiful feeling, whether it's through their arts, whatever tools that they use, they're no different than us. The only thing they did is they followed their interests, the language of their body. That's it.